One of the first events that kicked off Ryerson's Social Justice Week was Monday's panel discussion on how Ryerson is responding to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action. Although the TRC's calls to action were released recently in 2015, the results have not been so positive. Sarah Dennis, who spoke on the panel, is a second-year social work student. She was amongst the Ryerson students who protested against Canada 150 celebrations this past summer, criticizing the country's colonial roots. But the campaign's online backlash left a discouraging sting.
It spoke of, the level in which racism exists and the level of ignorance that people are willing to, out themselves on having.
Tristan Raymond, a third-year Arts and Contemporary Studies student, says this kind of racism may stem from a lack of knowledge.
It's honestly just about education. My friends didn't even know that the last residential school didn't even close until the 90s. But it's definitely having that discussion and not being afraid to talk about it in the face of debate or conflict or tension with your friends. A lot of people just want to kind of be like, tough talk, so they don't want to bring it up, but you have to.
Hayden King, one of Monday's panelists and the director of Ryerson's Center for Indigenous Governance, said students have more power than they think. These conversations could make all the difference. Members of the panel also discussed the flaws in Ryerson's curriculum. Indigenous courses have been implemented in various departments, but they say the content is introductory and does not dig deep enough into Indigenous knowledge, perspectives, or history. With only 5 Indigenous faculty members at Ryerson, they say the lack of representation could be affecting students. For Ryersonian TV, I'm Kate Skelly.